Thank you, John, so much. And listen to those guys. Well, just about all of the La Crosse Fire Department is here. Guys, thanks for being here. Let's hear a little something. Justus, that's your fan club that's here today. The La Crosse Fire Department. The guys. And you got your helmet. What do you think about that? Were you surprised when you saw him?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it a super good surprise?
Yes.
Okay. All right. They visited you when you were in the hospital, didn't they?
Yes.
How come you were in the hospital? Do you remember? You know what, Mom? Let's jump in. Let's help him out a little bit.
He was in the hospital receiving chemotherapy.
Okay.
And the La Crosse firefighters visited his room through the door, but really the coolest thing was through the window. They raised the ladder truck up to his window, and he had no idea. So it was super fun.
I saw some tears today when you saw these guys come to the lobby.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Like, we didn't know them, and they're just willing to do whatever to make his life a little bit better in a really difficult time. It's truly just inspiring and heartwarming.
You guys are awesome.
Yes,
and we mean
are.
that from here. You guys are awesome. So, Justus, how are you feeling? You feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you have this thing. It's called a port. And that's what that is they give you the chemotherapy through that port, don't they?
Yes.
What's the good news?
I don't have any more cancer.
You don't have any more. Did we hear that? I don't have any more cancer. Did you guys hear that?
Put that down.
Okay, so what they're going to do tomorrow, if this runny nose is not an issue that Justus has, they're going to take that port out. Are you going to be happy about that, to get rid of that?
Yes.
I bet you are. Okay, so in December, you're going to have a little scan on Justus to see where we're at.
Another scan in December.
Yep. Okay, and then the news is going to be great.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, it'll be a great Christmas present.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, can you let's go back in time. Okay, so Justus is 8 years old.
Yep.
Okay, and you adopted Justus when he was...
He was 5 when the adoption was final. Yep.
Okay.
He came to live with us when he was 3.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about his health history.
So we adopted Justus in April of 2014, and later that year in December of 2014, he was diagnosed with stage 3 Wilms tumor, which is a kidney cancer. He was pretty much a happy, healthy boy, but had a few belly aches and came into the ER, and he was diagnosed with cancer in the ER. After that, then it was just sort of a whirlwind, and you just do what the doctors say, and they said he's going to be staying here at the hospital, and we're going to be doing surgery to remove the tumor. And then shortly after that, he started radiation and chemotherapy, and did that for 7 months until July of 2015. And with another scan, then he was labeled no evidence of disease in July of 2015. So we had about 9 months of no cancer and no cancer treatments. In May of 2016, they found that the area near his spine had active cancer in it again.
News that you were not anticipating, news you guys did not want to hear.
Exactly.
And news you had to deal with, and devastating.
It was very devastating. It's hard enough to deal with this ugly disease once, but to have to deal with it a second time is truly incredibly life-changing and difficult. So, and it was a little bit complicated as what we learned from the doctors, because there was only about a 5 to 10% chance that he would relapse with his kind of cancer. So there was difficulty in really finding out what they were going to do next, because there's not really a lot of research and what happens when a child with Wilms relapses and how do you treat that. So there was a lot of uncertainty in the very beginning about how we were going to go about this. But it was determined that they would start chemotherapy, a much more intense one, and one that required hospitalizations. He would be in the hospital every 3 weeks about, and then he stayed for 3 to 5 days with being administered chemotherapy.
Justus, can I ask you a question? So sometimes when you're at school and you really want to go out and do recess or go play, what does it feel like when you're too tired to go out? What do you feel like when that happens? Do you wish you could go out and play?
Yes.
So you have some good friends, and sometimes do you ask for special friends to stay in with you and keep you company?
Yes.
Would you like to tell us who your special friend is that you like to keep you company?
Madeline.
Madeline and
Aspen.
Aspen. And you know what? We were here earlier this afternoon with Aspen's family, and we got talking about you and what a special buddy you are. And Aspen wanted to make sure she stuck around long enough for you guys to get here this afternoon, and she was able to do that. It's really good to have good friends, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it sure is. And you know what? You have a lot of good friends here. You have a lot of people that are pulling and supporting you and your family. You've really got a special mom and dad. Do you know that?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you do. Because let me tell you something. You guys have a pretty strong family. It was really fun being in the Maple Leaf Parade with you in Oktoberfest. Remember the long parade we were in?
Yes.
Okay, and the group and Kurt Scholtes and the stays that played on the float, I have never seen your mom dance through a whole entire parade route. And she did. She danced through the whole parade route. I think that Kurt and his band played every classic rock song that your mom ever knew. I think they played it all in one afternoon. It was very special. So, Justus, what we're going to do, the phones have been ringing. I don't know if you've known that, but there's a phone number that people are calling, 784-KIDS. That's 784-5437, and we're going to ask them to keep calling with their pledge. And you know what? We already have 10 calls that have come in because you're sitting on this couch. How about a big yeah? That is really good news. So we're just going to ask for some more calls. Should we do that?
Yes.
Okay, we're just asking for more calls. Let's have some more calls. Let's have them come in at 784-KIDS, 784-5437. How did Children's Miracle Network help your family? Do you remember? Pass that back to Mom. Do you remember how they helped you?
There was many ways they helped us. When we originally came, in his first diagnosis, they were there with meal vouchers that we could. We have a big family, and everybody got a meal voucher to eat when we had to stay here and care for Justus. And then they also helped provide gas money to get back and forth to the hospital for his treatments into the clinic, the long days that we had to spend at the clinic. The second time around, they have gone above and beyond. With Justus, his diagnosis and all the things that he has to go through can be very daunting and very tiring, and they're here every second of every day, it seems like, with a new plan. We're going to do this and we're going to do that, which is these big huge, he had a huge birthday party, Ada's great birthday party that CMN. It wasn't just like a regular birthday party. There was a real leprechaun there and a trail to the party and amazing gifts and anything that Justus wanted, and they always tried to make his stays here something that helped us get through. And it really did help Justus, because when you lay in a hospital bed and you're alone and you're not at school and that's where you want to be, it gives you something else to think about and be excited about. And he really was benefited a lot from that. The other thing that they also do for children with pediatric cancer, they help fund lots of different, we do about 4 activities a year. Mm-hmm. And so those families that have children who have been affected with pediatric cancer get together and just do a fun thing. And that has been amazing for Justus, but also for all of our kids, because they can connect with other siblings that have a child with cancer. He can connect with other kids who have had cancer, and just provides a fun environment for relationship building, and really has become, for our family, priority. It's something that we always do, and so look forward to those weekends. And once again, it's done in CMN style with everything above and over the top. It's always we never pay a dime for anything that we do, and it's just really truly really helped our family be able to put one foot in front of the other and get out of bed every day.
Well, and it kind of lets Justus be a kid.
Exactly. And that's the hard thing too, not being able to be a kid and like seeing him have to miss out on those things and miss out on school and miss out on hanging with his friends. It really does allow him a childhood that maybe he wouldn't have had without them.
So people are driving home from work, thinking about what's for supper, the whole laundry list of things that need to do. How about making a phone call and kind of putting yourself in a much better place because it feels good to give?
Oh yeah. Yep.
What would you say to them to get them off the fence to see if this would be the right time to call a pledge in?
Well, when we first were diagnosed, we didn't know anything about CMN either. And did they quickly become an important part of Justus's healing and his treatment here at Gunderson? If you're never in that position, you don't really know. But the care and the concern and the compassion and the things that they do for kids and families, like it has benefited our family so deeply. And there's nothing more important than investing in the life of a child.
Well, I certainly couldn't say that any better.
Yeah.
Just getting to spend time with you guys as a family has been I've really enjoyed it a ton.
Thank you.
Because I think another quality that you guys have as a family unit would be your sense of humor.
Yeah, we do have that.
And don't leave home without it. That sounds like a fire truck leaving to me. Is that what that was? Either that or one of the boys did something up there. I'm not sure. So the number is 784-KIDS or 784-5437, the number to call. When we talk about some of these kids that are here in the hospital tonight, do you know that there's 12 families right now that have little teeny tiny babies up in the NICU?
I heard that you said that. I heard that earlier today.
There's 12 families up there, and then there's one in the PICU tonight.
Yes.
So when we go home at 6 o'clock tonight and come back and do this, there's going to be a lot of cars that are still out here tonight because they have sick kids, and they're going to need help like everybody. There's help they don't even know they're going to need yet.
That's right. We have we have some really good friends who have a son in the hospital up on the 5th floor right now. And it's truly amazing and such a blessing to be able to have them get a meal tonight. They don't have to worry about it. We'll just go down into the cafeteria and get a meal because CMN and the people that donate to CMN and support CMN have been able to provide that for families. And it really, really, truly makes a difference. It's not money that would ever be wasted.
We haven't let Dave say a word. Hey, Dave. Hello. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Hello.
Dad, it's good to see you here.
It's nice to see you.
And you know what? Every time you guys you're around too. As a big family unit, you guys really stick together, don't you?
We do. Well, we kind of have to. We have a lot of children.
Well, you do. Tell us about who's under your roof at home.
Well, we have two older sons, Nick and Jordan, who still live with us. We have Marcy, CJ, Carter and Michaela, and Justus. So
I lost count.
Yeah, and we have an older daughter who doesn't live with us as well. So we have a lot of children.
A wonderful family. You guys take care of each other.
Yeah. Yep. And the kids take care of us.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. You guys live in Hoka?
We do. We live just outside of Hoka, Minnesota.
So, we had a huge staff from La Crescent Hoka School District here earlier today, and they were looking forward to seeing you guys too. Maybe you saw they were wearing their Lancer green, their
they
green
were,
pride.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Some of them are still here.
Oh, there they are. I see them now. You can see them. So, when we're asking the community to come together and help, they come together and help.
Yep, they do. Everyone has been super. The school system, Gunderson, healthcare, CMN, everyone.
There's probably things that go on at school that you have to make. What happens? Because there's got to be times when Justus isn't there all the time. There's attendance issues. There's got to be, things you have to do. You better pass it over to Mom. I think we're getting out of your realm. We're getting out of your realm.
He has no idea.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah. So what do you do? What do you do when homework stacks up? How do you handle that?
The school has been amazing, really. What they did for Justus the second time he was diagnosed, and the first time, is they provided homebound schooling for him, so that the teacher actually would come to the hospital or come to our house and teach him. But also they set up, they gave him one of their computers, and he was able to call into the classroom, and they would follow him around with a little iPad, and he got to learn that way too. But the school has gone above and beyond. And the school last year for Thanksgiving, the entire school provided our Thanksgiving dinner. Like, we had food for days. It was just, they not only do what they need to do, but they go above and beyond, just like CMN. It's really, truly inspiring to be a part of that.
You know, this is the first day of our Radiothon.
Yeah.
We'll be here tomorrow and Saturday. So let's end this on a huge note. We've had such a tremendous Thursday going, and we're ending it with you guys. We already have 13 calls just from you
Yay,
guys
that's
sitting
exciting.
here. Why don't we shoot for 15? Should we
Yeah.
just do it? Let's
Let's
just
do that.
put a number on it.
Oh,
We already have 15.
yeah.
Well, we got to go up. Well, then we're going to go
20.
for 20.
20. Yeah.
20 calls.
Woohoo.
Okay.
20, right?
All right, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to end this thing on a big note because the generosity of the people listening, because they're understanding now what your family, what happens in your family. They're understanding that. And if you guys weren't sitting here with us telling us, there's no way we could be sharing that. So we're at 15 calls right now. We're going to shoot for 20 at 784-KIDS, 784-5437. You're listening to the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon. Just in case you tuned in and thought, what is going on? It's going to sound a little different today, tomorrow, and Saturday. We have the La Crosse Fire Department here answering our phones. And they brought a support group with. That's in case these guys get too tired. You guys are here to take over? Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you guys knew that or not. The Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank is wide open at 784-KIDS, 784-5437. You're listening to the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon. I'm hearing phones ringing. Justus, we're going to do it, buddy. Do you think we're going to do it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So would you say, please call in a pledge?
Yes.
Can you say that? Say, please call now.
Please call now.
Please call now.
Please call now. Thank you, Justus, for saying that. We're at 17. We only need 3 more. Let's hear it for 17. Wait till we hit 20, and we will. 784-KIDS, 784-5437. Your mother said if we hit 20, she's going to do a little dance. So, John, you'll have a little music ready or something? You'll sing? You'll sing? Yeah, we'll just do what we can do. But we need 3. We need 3?
3 calls.
We need 3 calls. It's 784-KIDS, 784-5437, the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon. We're here at the Gunderson Health System lobby. 18. Justus, we're going to do it, buddy. We're going to do it together. We're 2 more calls. What we'd like to do is invite people to come see this because it's real hard when you turn on a radio and think, what is going on? Come and see us, and we'll show you what's going on. We'll introduce you to some other families in the next couple days. And, not all news is good news. Not all news is good news.
Yep.
And sometimes we had a mom today that for the first time was sharing what happened to their little one. She wanted to be here. She wanted to tell us, but she didn't know how she was going to tell us because it's the first time that she was putting what was going on in her life to words and sharing it. Mm-hmm. And it was tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, we held each other's hand and we just
That's
said,
awesome.
okay, this will be good once you get it out, and it was.
Yeah.
But it's not easy.
No.
It is not easy.
Nope,
This is
it's
a
not.
power hour, by the way, up to $1,000 match. There's an anonymous donor
That's awesome.
that is making that happen.
Ooh, that's great.
It's just another way that we have this huge community of people supporting
Yeah.
each other. And it's people that are doing this kind of thing that says, you know what, I'm going to do it, but, let's
Yep.
just do it.
Yep.
Let's just not put it out there. We just need 2 more calls. It's 784-KIDS, 784-5437. It's the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon, and we're here with the Heise family from Hoka. With your big family, you guys, you have a big part of the population in Hoka, don't
We
you?
do. Yeah, we
you
do.
certainly do.
Definitely
Yeah.
went up when
I
we
bet
moved
you can't
in.
walk down the sidewalk in Hoka without somebody saying, oh, there goes a member of the Heise family.
Kinda
Which is a
true.
wonderful thing. I
Kinda
think
true.
that's a wonderful
Yep.
thing. There's a lot of history in Hoka.
There is?
There's a lot of history.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Did you know that?
No, I actually didn't.
Yeah. There's Mount Tom.
Really?
Oh, I could tell you. 19.
Ooh, 19.
There we go.
Justus.
We only need 1. See, my point is we need to reach out to the people that live in Hoka
Yes,
to call
we do.
in with their pledge.
Yes.
Yep. So we're at 19.
Yes.
Justice,
Hoka
we're
forever.
working on 20.
Yep.
He's working on these licorice.
Yeah, he is.
Twists
That's
that he
Heather's
got.
fault.
Yeah, the Twizzlers.
That would be Heather's fault.
Yeah, he put them in his helmet. See, there's some right there. That's part of his stash that he hid. You got to get up a little earlier to fool this grandma. I know where you're stashing this stuff, and that's okay. We had 20. Woohoo! Congratulations.
20.
Okay,
20.
Mom's going to dance, and how about a big thank you?
Yeah.
Can you say thank you?
Real loud.
Thank you.
No, real loud. Thank
Louder.
you.
Thank you.
Justice thanks you. We thank you. La Crosse Fire Department, we thank you for being here with us. The Heise family, you guys are incredible. We want to hear nothing but good news from you guys.
Thanks.
Okay?
We hope we can bring it.
Yeah, we hope you can too. We're praying for you.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon, a service of La Crosse Media Group.